Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Manal 333 is starting in full power today. We are going to talk about one of my favorite things. Laughter, humor, pleasure in life. Today's topic, we get to avoid death, loss, pain. What else, you guys? What else should we avoid? Rita, hello, beautiful friends. Hello, beautiful Rita. Hello. Really excited about healing. Laughter as a tool for healing. And what's really fun, Nancy, greetings from San Diego, friends. What's really fun is that when I started to pull together the preamble, I'm like, wow. Today is a powerful subject. Valerie, hello, Manal. For sure you're going to break out in the song today. Oh, at first I thought I read gong because I keep thinking about this would be so fun if I had my gong and it was a gong show. Any joke on there, it's going to be like gong, dead, no. But yes, I'll probably break out into song today for song. Tracy, good morning. And Gary, sure we will sing. We will sing to our heart's content. Sing. So I started thinking about humor and laughter and why laughter feels like, first of all, should we define it together? Why does laughter feel good? And what is funny? What is funny and why does laughter feel good? I'm going to put it out to you all. I gotta actually get out this playlist of different things that I can do to sort of introduce concepts or ask my questions. So why does laughter feel good? The hearts are coming. Today will be a wonderful day. Christine, hello from Germany. Manal and friends, hello Christine. Sporty Jen, good afternoon. All laughter frees tension. Yes, laughter is a release. Laughter is a release. No different than crying. Laughter is a physical activity that frees tension. It's a release. Take out all of that going on your body and just let it go in light, easy ways. Something about crying, we've deemed it shameful and bad, but crying does the same thing. And I hate when I do it, I am so guilty of it, and others stuff their tears back in. I'm like, oh my God, you are getting a natural release and you're stuffing it in and apologizing? Laugh, cry, let it out. And sometimes laughter feels like crying and crying feels like laughter. Me and my eldest daughter both have the disease where people don't know if we're laughing or crying sometimes. When we cry, laugh from our soul, sometimes you can't tell if we're crying or laughing. And then people will be like, wait a second, are you crying or laughing? And we're like, we can't even stop to help them say, no, don't worry, this is laughter. Look, I can even feel that energy. My eldest, the same time, I'll be downstairs and hear her on the phone. And then I'm like, what's going on? And then turns out she's not bawling upstairs, she is laughing. So there's a very nice fine line of the tension and the release of laughter and crying. So honor both. Sometimes we have to stuff our laughter too when we shouldn't be laughing. What comes to me is in prayer, there are times that we are praying, group praying, and something happens that makes me, oh my God, you guys, we're starting, that I just can't stop. I want to laugh. And when you're not allowed to laugh and you want to laugh, that holding up that resistance is so painful. And the best laughter sometimes, Valerie, is like a release of energy. It's like a release of tension, of energy, of all of these things that we are taking on, and we get to let it go. On the physical, so we're talking about the physical. Sporty Jen, laughter is infectious. Oh my God, I used to laugh uncontrollably at college in a lift at the library. Sporty Jen, yes. Some of my best laughter moments was in French French 8, and Jeanette, I usually don't use my girlfriends' names, but I will. I will at this one. It's my Vancouver buddies, Vic Jama. We have our own little name, but we were in French class, and she would do all these things to make us laugh. And me and my other girlfriend, Vera, we couldn't stop it. We were the infectious ones. We would laugh, and she would just be stoic and not even, but she was the one insinuating it. It was in school when you're supposed to behave and be well and be perfect, and you guys all know me, a recovering perfectionist, and French class, laughing is infectious. And that's what the beauty of it is my laughter makes you laugh, and your laughter makes whoever's beside you laugh, and next thing you know, the whole area is laughing. And you know what else has the same power is sadness, which is okay. Again, if we don't label sadness as bad, but it's just really interesting, the parallels, but we're focusing on laughter and humor. Rita. My 16-year-old started grumpy one day. Yeah, mine did today too. And then relatable, and that was a bit sarcastic too. I was going to talk about sarcasm. Okay, Rita, coming back, focusing, channeling my inner Rita. My 16-year-old started out grumpy one day, and then we pulled up our hoodies over our heads at the same time. We were hysterical. Okay, so timing. Humor is timing. Timing is just all of a sudden you're in flow, and that you're in the moment and present. So your 16-year-old was grumpy, so he was caught up in his head, caught up in his emotions, hormones, whatever it might be, and then all of a sudden an action, a movement from spontaneity, from desire, from whatever it might be, and that timing invokes a moment where you're just present. You're present in what you're doing physically. Gary, sarcasm, what is that? Gary. Rita, I love it. Mine, I said to him today, I said, why have you been in a bad mood? He goes, I haven't been. And I'm like, oh, Manal, that you just projected. And I'm like, okay, maybe you haven't been in a bad mood, but you haven't been very kind to me. Hasn't been very kind to me. And he just sort of, he grunted or something. But we went to Chick-fil-A this morning, and this moment for him, and had a moment. So hopefully that will overcome some of his non-grumpiness, but definitely projecting something less than alignment towards his mother. Age appropriate human nature. I'm singing, half not. Okay, so timing, Rita, timing. So we're talking about the physical nature of humor. So I'm going to keep coming back into Mattain speak. So on the physical body, there's a release of tension, of energy. There is timing, physical things that are happening that shows that you're in time and alignment and brings you back into the present moment. Tracy says, lighten the vibe and the mood. There's just a lightness, a freedom. And I think some of that lightness, Tracy, and everybody work with me. What is that lightness? I think it's from coming free, it's from being present. That you're not carrying on the past and holding the past. So that grumpy 16-year-old, which mine is actually really 15, just for the record, but close enough, that we might be carrying the past, stress of our homework, things that we need to do, whatever it might be. And in that moment, we release the attachment to the past, maybe release our attachment to the future, the fear, the anxiety, whatever it is, and we could be present. And in that present moment, boom. So light, and like I feel like I can sort of sense butterfly wings, free and just flowing. How does that feel? Christine, laughter sometimes comes automatically in wrong situations. Yes, I was talking about the wrong situations too. Okay, we'll talk about what that is. Our hot iron fell down. My husband automatically tried to catch it and of course burned himself and immediately let it go again. This looked so funny. I started laughing. Even I tried to hide it because it was so painful for him. Christine, I think, because I do that a lot, it's the desire to release tension and you don't know how to do it, and your body doesn't want to carry it. And an easy one is laughter. I remember in a plane so long ago, look how I even covered my eyes to tell this story. It's so funny. It was still so funny to me. Oh my God, but it was so terrible. Look, Christine, look what you invoked in me. We were in the airplane. It was me and my dad. We were traveling on business, or for business, not on business, for business. And the steward or somebody opened up the top to get a bag out, and the bag fell on my dad. And it didn't hurt him permanently, but it hurt him, obviously. And I just couldn't stop laughing. And my dad, like if it was my mom, she would laugh too. So my mom would see the humor in the moment. My dad is not the type that would see the humor in the moment. To this day, look, it still makes me laugh. And it's because there was it was light, or we were present, or everything was even, everything was fine. And all of a sudden this huge intensity of very strong negative energy. And if we're not used to it, or we want to get rid of it, that laugh might be the easiest, most spontaneous way. I know that there was somewhere that I was in and it wasn't funny, and I was being questioned. And it's like, look, you think it's funny because I had a smile on my face and I should not have been smiling. And at that moment I said, I'm like my niece. I smile and pretend I'm happy when I'm really hurt inside. And then I just started out bawling. And it was such a moment for me, again, talking about the laughter and the sadness and releasing the energy and tension. It was such a moment for me to project myself onto my niece. My niece is like that. She'd get in trouble in school or be talked about the principal, and she'd be grinning from ear to ear. And it was her way of dealing with not showing on the inside what's going on the outside, which is baddish. Spanish. I'm not in any way promoting it. I'm just saying it's our nature. And so it's like, I'm trying to smile and not let this energy stick with me, but it's going to come out. So it can come out on the laughter side, which is inappropriate, like Christine, you say, inappropriate-ish, or appropriate because it's allowing us to release the energy. Now, if we're not honoring that laughter is actually covering a anxiety, a fear, a extra energy, or whatever it might be, then that's where it starts to maybe get stuck in you. But if you recognize, oh, this laughter is because I'm trying to shift, or I recognize, or there's a big energy and I'm trying to let it go or help it, there can be some okayness in that. Okay, how does that feel? So yes. Sometimes we can laugh at the wrong times, and it's okay. It's okay. Whatever our bodies need to do. Obviously, it's not okay if we're hurting the person around us and really loving on them. I know with my dad, I shifted really quickly. Dad, are you okay? And the steward was like, are you okay? And they got him an ice pack. And Dad, are you okay? And I was trying not to laugh. And my dad knows me. He's it's his DNA in me. So he knows the nature of his daughter. Maybe it still irritated him, but he knows that I did not have ill will. It's just that's how I deal. I deal with things by... I can't carry energy. Maybe I don't know what it is, or I deal with letting it go. I deal with laughter, but it's a coping mechanism for me at times, and it looks like it is like Christine, Gary, at a funeral. I want my funeral to be a party. I want my funeral to be a party, and I want people to be laughing openly and remembering me for the joy and humor and laughter. But yes, Gary, at a funeral, I don't think I've ever laughed at a funeral inappropriately. If we call school laughing at the wrong time inappropriate, okay. But I don't know if I can jot that down at a funeral. Maybe I haven't gone to enough yet. But yes, when you're supposed to be somber. And I know at funerals that I've been to, I have had and made light moments because I know that's okay. While honor. So I guess this is interesting. Is our humor honoring the situation? So, you know, for the preamble, you guys know me now. I do my preamble because I'm not going to talk on here and not know if anybody's going to talk and just be stuck in like, what was it that I sang the other day? The who stands alone, whatever it is. Anyway, standing all alone. I'm like, okay, Manal, you have to know what you're going to say. If nobody's going to say anything, you have to have some words. So in the preamble, I actually wrote down on my little Blues Clues notes, Blues Clues. I wrote down what feels good and what doesn't feel good. When is humor okay and laughter okay, and when isn't, with a recognition that we should really talk about what is not appropriate at times, and when we're using laughter as a coping mechanism in a way that doesn't serve and honor self and others. So anything in life can be used inappropriately. Sporty Jen, coping mechanism, yes. On a roller coaster, I laugh hysterically. Nervous laughter, fantastic. Oh my goodness, yes, I know exactly what you can talk about. And when you go and see those photos at the end at the amusement park, you have the people that are like, and you have the people that are laughing and those that, so yes, there is. It's so interesting. We start to break it down, how it is. And so maybe we can call laughter a energy release vehicle. A vehicle for allowing us to shift energy, and that energy can sometimes be negative energy that we're releasing, because laughter is going to bring us up, mostly up, and because we're releasing. So if you're sad and you bring it, it's going to give you a delta. If you're happy, it might give you a smaller delta, but it doesn't matter. You're up higher on the curve, but it's a shifter. Laughter is a shifter. And then, is it ever used inappropriately, or how is it used inappropriately to shift would be the question. It's a different question. Sporty Jen, different people bring out the humor. Sometimes when I meet someone for the first time, there can be an instant connection for our humor, like when we've known each other for years. I love when that happens. It's so playful and fun. Yes. And I also enjoy that there's different mediums now. Like texting has a really fun flavor of different type of like really quick wit. And I also like really fun, interesting. My nieces were just in London and I said, send me some pictures. And one of them sent me some pictures that are like captured really funny things, like inappropriate, like something that looked inappropriate, but it was like in the middle of nowhere. Like, I won't even say what the inappropriate was, but just down. And I'm like, oh my God, I love your humor. I love that you see. So we're moving into the mental body. Okay. So we got the physical body. We talked a lot about the physical body. And now we didn't talk about the emotional body, but I mean, obviously emotionally, laughter is funny, happy. We talked about shifting from sadness, and some of that is an energetic, emotional shifting. So mental. Humor is so mental. Like you can say something that's really witty, like 7 + 5, is it 11, or 7 + 5 are 11? And really, it's not about the is or the are. This isn't a grammar exercise. It's actually 7 + 5 is 12. 12, Gary, that's a wink wink at you, who brought that in last week in advance of today's healing. Laughter is a tool for healing in advance, but it's not about the grammar. It was about the sum, about the math. So there's such a mental, I like dry wit. I like wit that, I really hate dumb humor, because I'm like, obviously that's dumb. Like, it's not funny. There didn't really take a lot of creativity and a lot of mental power to come up with that. Like, you slipped on a banana, ha ha ha, funny. But when things are like dry and witty, and that you have to really understand, have a higher level of understanding, oh my God, I love that type of humor. That humor that shows there's some knocker up there that's really understanding at a higher level. How does that feel? So we talked about the physical body, the emotional body, and the mental body. We're going to go on to the egoic, because I want to talk about the 4 bodies. The 4 bodies are involved in laughter. Sporty Jen. Yes, Florida 1992. I have a photo of Sylvia squinting her eyes, not looking. Jim is looking like a death warmed up, and I'm laughing hysterically. Oh, I'm fantastic. I wonder which roller coaster was that, in Disney or Universal? Where were you, Sporty Jen? Yes, those roller coaster photos are so funny. So funny. Valerie, I think self-deflecting humor happens when you're out of alignment. I used to do it a lot, still do. Valerie, taking us to the egoic level. Yes, humor, including sarcasm, and I'm winking again at Gary, wink, wink, is that type of humor that goes to beliefs and negative beliefs, bad beliefs. I'm not pretty, I am dumb, I am whatever it might be, the negative beliefs. And sarcasm will play with those false beliefs. Or like you're talking about, Valerie, defrauding, did you call it defrauding? Self-deprecating, that should say self-deprecating. I know what you're trying to say. Self-deprecating humor. And it's funny because humor, to be funny, has truth in it. I always remind my kids, or somebody when they say something funny that hurts, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's funny. For humor to be funny, there has to be truth to it. But that doesn't feel good because it's not true truth. It feels bad type of truth. And that's what sarcasm and people that are passive aggressive or using humor as a way to come in will use untruths as truths and humor and say, oh, isn't that funny? No, if that hurt my feelings, not very funny, not very funny. But if the intention is to be passive aggressive using humor, is that funny? Is that funny? If a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? Is that what it said? Is it funny? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Valerie, you brought in the egoic level. Again, now it's what I just was realizing. Wow. Humor is like gaslighting. All four bodies are involved. All four bodies. All four bodies. And that's why really good humor is really, 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 really good. Sporty Jen, laughter can also be used to deflect, like at therapy when trying not to say how you really feel. Yes, 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 yes. Sporty Jen, universal rocking roller coaster, fantastic. Okay, wonderful. So Gary, what is egoism? Is it defrauding? Where are you guys using this defrauding word? Do I need to know, is defrauding a real word? Is defrauding a real word, or do we mean diffracting? I think any time that our ego is involved in humor and the ego is not aligned, degrading. Usually I can sort of figure that type of stuff on, but now I get it. So, okay, how is this? So we finished talking about the four bodies, okay? Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And we all can see that the four bodies are involved in laughter, okay? The four bodies are involved. Now, when it's pure, you are in alignment. When it's pure, when your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual are pure, it's in alignment and it feels amazing. Laughter feels amazing. When you're in pure alignment, when the physical body is just releasing the endorphins and you're releasing your tension and your energy and you're whole from your, what do they call it? Laughing from your gut and laughing from your heart and just releasing that. And then emotionally, you're just allowing that happiness and just coming at it. And then mentally, like, oh my God, that was funny. That was funny, and that was good timing, and that was quick, and that was witty. And then egoically is like, oh my God, this feels like truth. This feels like truth. Now, let's bring in sarcasm or degrading or self-deprecating, those words that we're talking about. The truth we're using is an untruth. So it's a truth we might carry, a truth of being dumb, a truth of being unworthy, a truth of being, I don't know, I don't want to list them. You guys list them. List the untruths that we will joke about. Our weight, our smarts, our success, our height, our everything, our hair, our everything. Something that we believe that isn't kind about ourselves, which is a truth we might hold, will be funny if you point at it, sarcastic if you point it at somebody. So it's using the untruth egoic, which then it's like, oh, that's funny, but not. So if all four bodies aren't in alignment when we're doing something, that humor is actually really not funny. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Give me the hearts, give me the words. Let me know that you are with me. Sarcasm, Manal, if you can believe that from me. Gary, I can't believe that you... Okay, so I used to love sarcasm until I learned that in Latin, sarcasm means vicious dogs biting the skin or the flesh off people or something like that. But sarcasm in Latin, the roots of it is like vicious dogs tearing the flesh or the skin off of something. So sarcasm is vicious. And the element of sarcasm is this, again, it's pointing at the unkind truths. Now, again, I like sarcasm because to me, it's sort of like dry humor. But when sarcasm is used to, yes, is sarcasm a form of anger? Yes, it is. It is when it's directed. Now, again, what's the difference between dry humor and sarcasm? Is there? Yes, there is. There is a very big difference. But sarcasm to me is funny when it's not hurting somebody, because sarcasm, okay, what is sarcasm? Not sarcasm. Valerie, I even hold judgments on how I don't laugh enough. Oh my God, Jay. Oh my God, Valerie. Oh my God. But I can tell you that I was thinking that I wanted to laugh. Like I was missing like that wholehearted laughter. I hadn't had it for a while, was missing it. And then I don't know how many episodes again, how many Manal Mattain episodes on InsightTimer. Remember that that inspiration that we were just laughing? We were all laughing. That one I was singing. I don't know how many ago, 3 weeks ago. Right after thinking, I really want to laugh from my heart, that inspiration. And we just laughed. Wasn't I even crying at one point? So let go of the judgments, but invite, Valerie, invite laughter from, I can just imagine around the kitchen table, and I can see my mom around and my kids. That are times that, because when my mom and I get laughing, oh my God, just, and sometimes it's about like, so there is some sort of judgment, sarcasm in there somewhere, but yes, inviting. Okay. Yeah, I even hold judgments of how I don't laugh enough. Valerie, beautiful Valerie. I've never been laughing much. There must be something wrong with me. Even though I do laugh, I just always laugh more connected to sadness in my beliefs. Valerie, can you invite a shift for that? So the fact that you're saying that to us means an intention to shift. It means an intention to invite. It means a recognition of the desire for laughter and humor and lightness. And I see you are well on your way. Is there anything that you want to feel about that or want to say about that? I sometimes think about something funny while meditating and I just honor it. When I feel joy or smile, I feel so strange. Fantastic, Valerie. Keep doing it till it doesn't feel strange. What is that comment? Birdie Jen that said, Manal, just like you said, it's hard until it isn't. It's strange until it's not. And just keep working on it till it's actually strange, that you don't have a day where you haven't let your heart out and just laughed at something, whether it's by yourself. You guys, do you know how much I spend the day laughing inside? It's because it wouldn't really be appropriate to laugh out loud all day. You would think I'm really weird. And so I would just be like, oh, that's really funny. Inside. I've got this like laughter dialogue inside me that's looking and seeing. And sometimes I'm just grinning and just seeing whether it's cuteness or sweetness or whatever it might be, or funny things, like somebody, the other day we were at M Sushi and the guy sitting over to the right, really unique and really like overalls and just I don't even want to describe it, so it doesn't sound like I'm describing something that's mean or anything, but just something about his aura and the way that he was coming out. And he was with his son, and his son was like a copy of him but in different generations, and there was something about it that was just so, I just couldn't get my eyes off, and there was such a sweetness to his projection of who he was. And so I was with my girlfriends, but I kept looking over and laughing deep inside, not at him. I think if I was at a table, it would be with him, with his expression of who he was, and not even caring. And then the table to the left of me, they were like a bunch of young ones, and they were doing shooters, and it was a birthday, and the two girls were dressed exactly alike, but one was brown on the bottom and black on the top, and the other had it vice versa, and they looked so cute. And I wasn't at that table, but I was like laughing at them and laughing with them and being at that table because there was so much joy. So Valerie, okay, I'm off on my own tangent, I got to catch up, but Valerie, have those laughters inside. Valerie, me too. Oh, Gary, you're judging yourself. Okay, did that help in terms of the lack of judgment? Have fun with yourself. If you're not with people that are having fun and they're just talking about woe is me, look around and see the world that's laughing and having fun and expressing themselves. I love babies. I love babies because they're so pure. Those little toddlers with their curious eyes and looking at you, and they still haven't been shamed not to look at people, and you wave at them and they smile, and you can see their pure source and their energy. Love it, love it, love it. So Gary and Valerie, talk to me more about this not judgment on our laughter. Judgment on our laughter. Oh my God. Okay, catching up. Jack. Okay, sarcasm. Does anybody want to say more about sarcasm, or do we get it? Sporty Jen, trying to embarrass someone at that person's expense is not funny, but can be used to provoke a laughing response. Sporty Jen, absolutely. Now, there is probably a line between at the person's expense, not funny, but provoking a laughing response, because I do it a bit, like, or maybe what I do more is like the other day at the Christmas party a few weekends, we actually had the music playing from my iPhone. So it was hooked up to my friend's speaker, and it was playing from their speaker. So it's hooked up to their stereo, and it was playing from their speaker. And my Ring, my Ring app kept going off. So it kept going that there's somebody at the door. They kept going to the front door of the party and opening the door like 3 or 4 times. I realized it was coming. I knew it was coming from the speakers and the phone, and it wasn't the front door, but I was having so much fun watching the dog like bark, 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 and then they go to the door and they're like it was 4 or 5 people at one point, and then somebody looked back and they just saw me. They saw my amusement. I wasn't laughing yet. They just could see, and they're like, Manal. And I said, yes, it's my phone. Oh my God. So I don't think that's at the expense of anybody, because everybody just thought it was just so funny. Manal, breathe. Exactly, you guys. So there's a difference. There's a difference between the expense and just having fun with the moment. Having fun with the moment. So let's figure out that line, you guys. Let's figure out that line, not for 2 reasons. 1, so we don't cross that line. And then 2, so when somebody crosses it with us, I think it's a great example of boundary creation. Wow. Let's create boundaries. If somebody's sarcastic, or if someone's something that we could say, hey, no, not at my expense. No, that's not okay, because it's these kind of things that when we stop it once, twice, then it doesn't pass. So we talk a lot about boundaries. So this is a powerful one for us to see. So in this situation, everybody was having fun. Nobody was hurt. There was brilliant. Sporty Jen, no harm was done, though. It wasn't deliberate. So exactly. It was timing. It was the universe. It was alignment. It was not something that I had set up. It was actually something I was just observing. And stopping it was just stopping this energy of the door opening and closing, and them just sort of like, who is it? What, Jinx? And Jinx going crazy. The dog was going crazy. So there was really no harm. So how do we know when that line is to be? What is that line? Clearly the line is if one of the 4 bodies isn't feeling good. Somebody's physically at risk. If somebody doesn't think it's funny, if it really is then going at the other two, is pointing to a belief or a thought that's negative and not kind, not kind. So I think that's what the line is. And you said it so wonderfully, Sporty Jen, at the expense of another. And the expense of the other means a low vibration, creating any resistance in any of the four bodies. And you know what? Some things that I might feel funny might not be what somebody else would feel funny. So once you start to see that somebody else isn't feeling funny, it's when you sort of say, okay, I honor you. I honor you. But now I think resistance holds Valerie and myself back from enjoying the moment. Okay, Gary, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. And I know what you guys said. It was judgment. It was judgment. It's trying to conform. It's like, what are others thinking? It's not being free. In that particular environment, everybody knew me. It was all my neighbors, all my friends, all my people. They know my intention is just sweet fun. I mean, we send out the group email, the neighborhood emails, and there comes back jokes about me and my house and how I keep my lawn or whatever it might be. So the intention is good. And my sense of knowing that my intention for everybody is love and maybe not really caring what people, I care how people feel, but not what people, I do still care about how people think about me. So it's not, I'm not saying it right, because I do care what people think, but the more I stand grounded in my truth. And that's why I said, okay, let's figure out what the boundaries are. So Gary, Valerie, and anybody that feels that they want to let go of judgment, let's figure it out, because today's topic is to help us how to be free and alignment and be present and go through the world and see the humor in every moment, because there is humor in every moment, every moment, every moment. Whew, Sporty Jen, it feels different if you are the person who is being targeted. Well, I can tell you, those that kept opening the door, including Jinx, thought it was damn funny. So I think it's what the intention is. So, okay, Sporty Jen, help me. What does it mean if you're the person who's being targeted? What does that mean? Let's talk about that. Let's get to when we know that we've overstepped what funny is and when we need to create boundaries. I think this is really good, because funny is funny, but not at the expense of others. It's not when we're targeting. It's not if we're not free. Let's figure this out so we can define it collectively. I think this is really powerful, really powerful. Oh my goodness. Valerie, I'm going to go back. I love the idea of inviting it in and honoring it. Fantastic. Yes, children make me laugh too. So sweet. Oh my God. Manal, breathe. No harm was done. I think we've done. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. Gary, it's probably a thought like laugh now because it won't last, limiting. Oh my God, Gary, I said we weren't going to talk about death, and I was really curious to see whether death was going to come up, and that's indirectly death. It's that it's sort of this, I won't be happy forever. It's almost this conditional or this limit. There's a limit to joy that. And Gary, there's a bit of your self-sabotage in there, that things are going to go between good and bad and good and bad and good and bad. So that's, yes. No, Gary, this is not got heavy. Sorry. No, this is fantastic, because what these topics are designed for, any side that we're on, that polar side, is to invite where we need to, nobody needs to do anything. Invite the opportunity for shift. Invite the opportunity for alignment. Invite the opportunity to recognize when our boundaries, when is humor good and when is it bad? When do I use it and when should I use it? When is it a coping mechanism and when is it? When is it inviting others' alignment and when is it inhibiting their alignment? And the more we can understand it, the more pure and flowing and free we can be. So that's exactly what we're looking for. And those are the questions I'm provoking. I'm provoking in a good intention way for us to extract it so we can help each other from the extremes and grow from the extremes. So this is fantastic. So if we believe that in life there are limits, limited consciousness, not enough money, not enough time, not enough laughter, not enough happiness, not enough freedom, not enough, we're going to hold back our laughter, or we're not going to be free because there's a shortage consciousness going on. So when Gary and Valerie, when you're talking about that judgment or whatever, tell me if this is resonating, everybody. Tell me if there's resonating. When there's a shortage consciousness, that's going to keep me from free flowing of whatever it might be. Whatever it might be. Is this resonating? Give me hearts, give me words, give me talk. Let's get down to this. It's one of my favorite concepts is that shortage consciousness. No, Gary, you will not clam up now. Okay, oh my God, let me cat up. Karen, I laugh when I love something, delight, and so often people have misunderstood and I thought I was laughing at them. It's taken me decades to learn to explain instead of clamming up from confusion. Now, Karen, what is it do you think in the way that you laughed and expressed in the past that people took it personally? What is it that you saw the humor that they didn't? Help me, help you. Sporty Jen, when you're being forced to do something you don't want to do. Sporty Jen, fantastic. It's not being free. Not being free. We are all free. And life is going to keep showing us and teaching us and teaching us and guiding us and allowing us to express it freely. So is laughter free or not free? Do you sometimes feel dumb when you're in a room and everybody's laughing and think something's laughing and you're like, oh my God, what is it that I don't get? What is it? Sometimes you guys are ahead of me on the comments and you're all laughing and I'm like, ooh, what am I missing? Karen, as a kid and young, okay, are you smarter than everybody? Like, do you see things? Like, what is it that you're seeing that other people aren't seeing? How are they not catching up with you? What is it? Let's go into it, because I think there's something deep that we can get in there. Valerie, for me, it's thinking I'm not happy enough, often enough to my belief, and I'm a damaged person, not capable of feeling joy. Fantastic, Valerie, fantastic. So let's clean up. Everybody in the window, let's put the judgments that we have of ourselves, the false judgments. Let's clean up today in honor of laughter as a tool for healing. And I got that out the first time without any typos, lippos, tungos. Let's clean it up. What are the judgments that you have on yourself? Let's clean it up and let's get clean. Valerie, yes, I already don't believe I will be happy. Boom, 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 Valerie, boom. So it's strange when I do. Then I go back, it won't last anyway. I shortage myself, my limiting beliefs. Fantastic, it's that self-sabotage. We all have it to some degree. We all have it. It's like, oh my God, when is this ship going to stop? Or when am I going to crash? Or whatever. We all have it. Now the point is not having it, because it's conditioning. We watch it on TV, we watch it on the news, we read about it, there's stories about it. The point is becoming aware of it and saying, oh, there's that sneaky little pattern of mine. Oh, there's that, if you want to call it self-sabotage. I don't really like calling it that because it perpetuates a label that I don't really like. But in the beginning, if it gives you power to call it that. We want to wean ourselves off of it so we can wean ourselves to not having it. Now I call it, oh, that's energy. No. I'm not going to feel like things are going to get bad. Things are great. Things are unconditional. And I'm going to continue to flow in that way. And we just keep calling it out until it shifts. And calling it out isn't even calling it out. It's awareness of it. Awareness and calling it what it is. In the beginning, we're like, oh, there you are, self-sabotage. Oh, there you are, thinking that something's going to go bad. Oh, there you are, feeling that I'm not worthy to be happy. Oh, there you are, labeling myself as unhappy. Oh, there you are, now you're gone. Oh my God, I feel so good. Oh, I feel so good. Oh my God, I did it. I built my I feel good muscle. Ooh, look, there. Oh, no, it's gone. Because I rebuilt the muscle to feel good. How is that? Okay, Valerie, did you like that? Did you like that? So did you like that? Karen, as a kid and a young child, I just laughed when I was happy or just laughed in life. Still do, but I hold back more. Okay, Karen, listening to you, I realize how much I'd like to laugh more again. Fantastic. I think you judged or people judged you out. I think you were mature. Karen, this is what my intuition is, guide me, that you saw humor in things that people didn't see because you had a sense of maturity. And in that maturity, you would laugh at things that people are like, what are you laughing? And you're like, oh, don't you see the irony in life? Life is so funny, but people weren't there yet because they were still taking it personally, but you were depersonalizing it. So in there, you realized, ooh, my laughter is because I'm not personalizing it. People are taking it personally and I'm hurting people. I don't want to hurt people, so I don't want to laugh anymore. And then boom, you stop laughing and you start being free. And then you start taking your laughter personal that was actually not personal in the first place. So now let's just depersonalize it all. Nothing's personal. Nothing's personal. Nothing is meant to hurt. Everything is just meant to flow. Karen, did you catch up with me on that? Did everybody catch up? Did that resonate? Did that feel good? And are we ready to be non-judgmental, to be non-personal, and to just enjoy life? Enjoy laughter. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the flow. Be grounded in our truth, in our intention for love and laughter and happiness and joy and peace and whatever it might be. How does that feel? How does that feel? Sporty Jen, I think this reaction comes from a moment in childhood. I had been entertaining my family, dancing and acting the fool. My dad walked into the room and I froze. Acting. Sorry, Jen, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to go on. He wanted me to continue, but I became a demand and I refused to do it. It was no more natural, and it didn't feel free, and you knew you would be judged. It didn't feel safe. It didn't feel safe. It didn't feel safe. Then he continued to embarrass me. Boom, Sporty Jen, you found it. And the more angry he got, it was awful because I didn't feel like I was in control. Fantastic, fantastic. You no longer became safe. So look at this. Humor needs us to flow, be true, authentic, safe, in control, but instead of in control, I'd say free-flowing. I think you actually felt controlled and demeaned and under this microscope and not safe, not secure. Fantastic, Sporty Jen, fantastic. So what do you want to do with that moment? You just got the awareness. What do you want to do with that a moment? What do you want to do? And what emotions are you feeling? I think it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, yes. Valerie, yes, the awareness is the start. And I'm going to emphasize something, guys. Awareness does not mean judgment. They are not synonymous. They are not synonymous. Awareness is a non-judgmental. I want to use the word awareness, but I can't use the word to define the word. So let's try again. Awareness is a non-judgmental exploration of something. Non-judgmental. That's why I said, imagine yourself third person. That makes it not personal. Don't be objective. Be an explorer. Be a scientist. I use all these words to help us to take it and depersonalize it and be the third person. Third person. So awareness is non-judgmental. Non-judgmental. So when I'm going to ask you all something, when I invite awareness, are you judging it or not judging it? Judging it or not judging it? Karen, yes, but I still think we need to learn how to communicate with those who misunderstand. Karen, yes, but there's something in that I want to shift. I think what I want to shift is that we want to be able to communicate from truth and meet people at truth. You want to meet people where they are, but you also want to be true to yourself and flow with yourself. Something about how you said it means like you have to limit yourself because they're limited. What I want to invite is that you're free flowing and you're meeting people where they're free flowing. So there's no limits in your ability and in their ability to give and theirs to receive, because there's something in there that's limiting. Karen, tell me if you're with me on that and if you like that. Sporty Jen, yes, I love to laugh and entertain, but only when I feel safe. Then I won't be judged or belittled. Not sure what to do with it though. Sporty Jen, awareness, 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 and see what those feelings are. Go for it. Let's do it now. Let's do it. Let's break down the key lime pie together. Together, let's do it. Your physical body, how did you physically feel? Your emotional body, what were the emotions? And then what are the thoughts and the conclusions, the beliefs that you made from them? Okay, I'm going to help. So your physical is you froze. Your physical was you're constrained now. So you were free flowing, you were laughing, whatever. Now you were no longer, you were froze, you were unsafe, you didn't feel secure. Your emotional, I went into that. You didn't feel safe or secure. You were scared, you felt controlled. Your mental is like, I don't want to do something that I don't want to do. And your egoic is, I am no longer safe and I'm no longer free flowing. Now, what does that cookie cutter look like? And how did you take that cookie cutter and extrapolate it to today? Some of the comments that you said is, if it's not, what did you say earlier? You said, if I'm not the target. So that was a cookie cutter of that event. And then you said, if I'm not belittled, that was a cookie cutter. So you have taken a few of those cookie cutters from that event, and that's the flavor. So you guys, when I talk about that cookie cutter and deconstructing the key life high, that's what I'm encouraging you to do. So can you see from Sporty Jen's comments that those were cookie cutter extractions of that event? Can everybody see that? Can you all see that? I'm seeing the hearts. Fantastic. So when I talk about go back to the first time that something impacted, created a new set of beliefs and emotions and physical, and create that cookie cutter, boom, there it was. That was that day. She was free, she was flowing, she was laughing, and then her dad who was the giant who wasn't safe, came in and forced something on her. I was upset, it felt wrong, my dad shouldn't have been putting that pressure on me, it was hurtful. Fantastic. So in the future, when Sporty Jen was experiencing humor, it felt directed at her and it felt like targeted. Sporty Jen, do you see those cookie cutters? And does everybody see those cookie cutters? That your expression of humor was personalized at being targeted or belittled. So it was distortions of the cookie cutter, because as we grow, we distort the cookie cutter. So the snowman that's perfectly with 3 starts to become more distorted over time, because we grow, we expand, we change and whatever. But that was your comments were the flavor of that incident. Yes? No? Everybody with me? So then how do we shift from it? Yes, in adulthood, I have to test the water first. Fantastic. That safety and security. So now you see how you distorted that cookie cutter. We can create an official shift and distortion of that cookie cutter by looking at that cookie and saying, oh, that's a snowman. I want to make a butterfly. And I know that I'm a butterfly. And I'm going to take that sense of not feeling safe and secure and out of control, and that my humor is to be belittled and not feeling safe, to be free, and recognize that it was an opportunity for my growth. And recognize that it was part of my conditioning. And I am at a point where I can see it. I can see it. Before I was taking it personal. I don't know how many of you were been around when we've been talking about the story that Sporty Jen put in Attaining My Authentic Life, about walking on the street, falling in a hole, and then the first time you're like struggling to get out of the hole. Second time you're mad at yourself that you're in a hole again. You get out a bit easier. Third time, I think you go around, there was 5 channels. The third time you fall in and you know how to get out. The fourth time you go around it, and the 5th time you don't even see the hole. So it was an analogy for life and awareness. So now we're aware of it. You've been in the hole, and the hole is getting easier to come out of. Never has it been the same intensity as your dad. And then now you just realize, oh, I don't need to get into this hole. It's not personal. I'm a strong, secure, safe woman, man, being. I know that safety and security is by connection with self and with greater. That those that used to physically intimidate me, first of all, my dad has passed, and I honor and love him for the man he was. And I recognize that humans are here to teach me to connect with my inner strength and my power and connection to greater. And I am on this journey to align with my inner power and my strength. And this story, I don't need to be in the hole anymore. I do not need to be in the hole anymore. Not even am I going to go around it. I'm not even going on that street anymore. I am going to fly around and be free, because that's the human that I've signed up to be. How does that feel? How does that? There we go. Sporty then. Probably happened to my dad too. His conditioning. Fantastic. The conditioners are conditioned. Boom, boom, boom. Power. This is the compassion. The compassion that gets us out of the hole and then keeps us out of the hole. Do you guys like that? We did the deconstruction pie live and the cookie cutters live. Yes, yes, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Gary said, wow, that's tough. I think it was about Sporty Jen's story. Valerie, yes, I do try to do it now with the fear of failure and the mantra you gave me. Raising my awareness when, boom. Raising my awareness when it happens and becoming compassionate. I do usually judge it, but one cookie cutter at a time. Valerie, fantastic. So the whole point with awareness is non-judgmental. Non-judgmental. I've been seeing a lot that you're like, oh, da-da-da-da, and there's this a bit of judgment. Non-judgmental, guys. Non-judgmental. If we're judging, we're just adding another flavor of resistance. Sporty Jen, brilliant, well dissected. Intersected is good because we were talking about roads. Good, good. So guys, and if you are feeling judgmental, no judgment on that. Just a realization and awareness is like, oh, I'm playing the awareness game and there's judgment on it. I'm adding resistance to it. Let me see why I'm still judging myself. Oh, there's that judgment game. Boom. Oh, there's that judgment cookie cutter. Boom. 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 Go to the top layer of the resistance and not the bottom. Don't say my self-worth. My self-worth. If there's resistance of judgment on judgment on judgment, go to the top layer. Don't try to dissect the bottom layer, because if you have a layer of judgment and judgment on judgment, you're just not getting away from it. Is this resonating? Is this resonating? Is this resonating? Talk to me, everybody. Talk to me. Talk to me. Okay. Karen, I agree. I just want to be able to say no. I love that I am, not take on the sense that something was wrong with my laughter. Karen, there is nothing ever wrong with your laughter. You were mature, you saw the beauty and the irony in life, you did not take life personally, and maybe the way it came across is people weren't able, but have you shifted right now when you laugh? Like, I know when I laugh, 99% of the time somebody will laugh with me. The 1% is my children. Why is that so funny? Why is that funny? Valerie says your children. So funny. That's so funny. Why is that so funny? Because it's sort of true. It's sort of true. Oh my God, the ages and stages. Ages and stages in human nature. Okay, Karen, you guys thought it was funny too. Okay, fantastic. Gary, isn't that a little like seeing something that's yellow and not telling yourself it's yellow? Gary, where are we at? This was like 8 minutes ago. What did I say that is like something yellow that and saying it's not yellow? Because I never want us to do that. The self-sabotage, was this the self-sabotage? Okay, I think I'm caught up on the comments now. Was that the self-sabotage? Because I never want us to say yellow and it's not yellow, but I don't want us to say yellow and it's actually rainbow. Non-judgment. Okay, so I think I dealt with that now. Boom. Call it the judgment. Keep going and going and going, but no longer are you calling out the self-worth or the not being happy. Now you're calling out your judgment. Go to the layer and say, wow, look at me. I'm still judging myself. Wow, that doesn't feel good. I'm going to love myself. When my kids were younger, I've always taught them to treat themselves like they are a friend to themselves. I'm like, act like you're a friend, because we're always kind to our friends. We're not kind to ourselves. Treat yourself like you treat your friend. And it's not a new statement. It's not like a Manal wisdom, like, oh, Manal, that's so wise. We've heard that everywhere. We've heard that everywhere. So when you have that judgment, shift yourself to a friend of Gary and say, oh, That's not kind. That's not how I would treat a friend. If there was a friend, that's why I say again, the third person. Make yourself a third person observer. Become an explorer, become a scientist, become curious. It's all ways of depersonalizing what you're experiencing. It's all ways of detangling and removing yourselves from what's going on so you become objective, compassionate, kind, and non-judgmental. You guys laugh at me at how many times I call myself in the third person. You're like, Manal, you always talk about yourself in the third person, because that's how I can be nice to myself sometimes. Sometimes I gotta fly outside of myself and see myself as the Manal, the human that's feeling. 'Cause I'm feeling all these things. If I haven't made it clear in previous inspirations, I can relate, resonate, and understand every emotion that we have talked about. I can relate. I am human. And when I'm humaning, which I will human, I go into third person and look at myself from the lens of a human, the lens of a human experience, from the lens of doing the best that I can, the lens from conditioning, the lens from how am I meant to grow and expand from this, the lens from self-love and compassion, without efforting it, because I can't assert it, with trying to feel it in the most genuine, authentic way. And sometimes it means not even being in my body and being outside in the woods and just walking and just letting the nature's vibration and hugging and holding allow me to release whatever I need to release. Yes, yes. Gary, does that answer? So I never, ever, 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 ever want you not to call something yellow, yellow. But if you're saying something that's yellow, that's not yellow, I'm going to call you out on that. So what's not yellow? I am not worthy. No, that's not yellow. You are worthy. I'm confusing myself with the analogy of yellow. And then also, why do I cover my face? Like, why do I cover my face when I laugh? But I'm confusing myself with the analogy of yellow. Gary, you got me. But if you're going to say you're not worthy, call it yellow. I'm going to say, no, that's not yellow. You are worthy. I'm not free. No, you are free. I am not love and happiness. No, you are love and happiness. There may be resistance that's keeping you from your authentic truth, and we are going to work on that together. And that's what Mattain means. Attainment of your authentic life. Attaining your authentic life. That's my mission. My mission is for everybody to express themselves authentically. For Karen, for you to let yourself be free and laugh freely without fear of how people are going to take you, because you know with your beautiful intention and your love and the purity that you're infectious, and they are going to take you with laughter and humor and joy and happiness. Okay, so we were at the fair. This is about a month or two ago. I still feel awful about this one. Okay, I'm going to bring you guys another funny, and look how I cover my eyes again. This one's I'm laughing, and this one's a coping mechanism. So we were going on the big Ferris wheel, and I gave the young man my ticket, and he had a really beautiful accent. I think it was British, but British somewhere in the country British. Very, very beautiful. And I actually he was a very young man, and enjoyed listening to his accent. So I asked him a question, and he said, I don't know. And then I asked him a second question. He said, I don't know. And out of it came out wrong. Believe me, everybody, it came out wrong. I said to him, do you know anything? Or what do you know? It was lighthearted and kind. 99.9% of the time, I would have got laughter. He was so offended. And the way his offended felt towards me, I still feel it, like the pain. And I'm like, I am so sorry. It was not my intention. I would have kissed his feet. I would have kissed his feet if it would have made a difference. And And then I kept laughing because I was trying to shift his laughter, and I really offended him in a way that it was not my intention. I wish I could see him right now and say, Jonah, I am sorry, young man, you are brilliant, and your voice was beautiful, and I tried. But the more I talked, the more mad he was. So I knew I had to stop. I had to stop. And I was so scared to get on the Ferris wheel if we wouldn't get off, because he didn't really control the tickets. But the point is, oh, so funny, poor guy. I felt terrible. And I would tell anybody who would listen to me. I was with my son and his buddies. Anybody that would listen to me, it was not my intention. I hurt his feelings, and I feel so bad. I still feel bad. I feel it right here. So bad. So Karen, I understand that feeling of somebody not interpreting you from the purity of your intention and hurting somebody. Sporty Jen, it's like being on both sides of the door again. Exactly. Sporty Jen is referring to a time that somebody opened the door for me, but they didn't really open it. They were keeping it open, and then I walked in, and I didn't really say thank you because she didn't meet my eyes. I was trying to, she didn't meet my eyes, and I was talking to my girlfriend, and then after she said, "You're welcome," in a really sarcastic way. It made me feel really bad. And then when I was saying that, Sporty Jen said she was in her land holding the door, and somebody didn't say thank you, and she felt bad. And then we realized, don't have expectations for everybody, and let's just believe the best in people. Like, we don't know what's going on in somebody's world. We don't know. So me, I will never be rude to anybody intentionally, mostly 99.9% of the time. So funny how I'm protecting myself with 0.1%. I will be really 99.9% of the time. Assume evil. Yes, Valerie, we have to keep room for evil, Manal. Assume people's intentions are good. Assume. I just finished recording the meditation. It'll be coming out soon. Personal or not personal. And the whole point is, you really don't know whether something's personal or not personal, including somebody cutting you off on the street. Assume it's not personal. And the same way we're going to assume it's not personal, let's assume as we go through the world, well, our intention, if our intention is pure, then that's all that matters. And that doesn't mean that we got to be obtuse to how people meet us. I'm not in any way saying be obtuse, that when you walk through this world, you don't care about how your impact is. For sure, when I'm being humorous, I'm going to really double check. And I usually don't I could see how he misinterpreted. I thought it was funny because he's like, there's a joke. There's an old Egyptian joke where there's a guy, his name is Goha, okay? So in Egyptian fable lore world, the guy's name is Goha, and he's supposed to be really dumb. And every time, there's jokes about Goha and his family and his son. So there's one of my favorite jokes, okay? And then we got to turn around and everybody makes their jokes. One of my favorite jokes is that Goha goes to the pyramid with his son and his family, and his son says, "Dad, what is that?" And then Goha says, "I don't know." And then he goes around to the next thing and says, his son looks at his dad and said, "Dad, I don't know." "Dad, what is that?" The dad says, "I don't know." Then he points at something else. "Dad, what's that?" "I don't know." On and on and on. "I don't know. What is that?" "I don't know." So the end, Goha's mom says to the son, or the wife says to the son, "Leave your dad alone, let him enjoy." And then Goha says, let my son learn. Let him learn. Let him learn. Maybe if my delivery was a bit better, you guys would be laughing too, but it was just a funny joke to me. It's like, leave him alone and let him learn. And he actually isn't learning because everything the dad says, I don't know. Anyway, what's my point is, let's trust our intentions. And that doesn't mean that we're obtuse and that we're going around and hurting people and say, well, my intention is good, doesn't matter. But if 99.9% of the time you are leaving the world feeling good and feeling an elevated sense of self and bringing the world with you, if you meet that 0.1 or that 1%, it's not personal. So that young man, for whatever reason, probably is ashamed for doing the job that he is, and maybe has this judgment he holds on himself, or his family holds on himself, or whatever it might be, and wasn't able to see and feel my true joy, and that I'm like, oh my God, I love your voice and I want to hear more of it. Like, I was truly coming from a place. So let's assume our intention. But if 99% of your time you're not hitting and you're feeling that other people aren't receiving you, there might be a shift. You might want to look at yourself. So you might want to say, well, what can I do to be received from the purity of my intention? Is there distortion to my jokes? Am I somehow, is my ego coming across that when I make a joke that either I'm protecting myself or feeling defensive, that it's not landing for many, many people? Guys with me? Are you with me? I really went on a tangent on there. Went on a tangent. Valerie, yes, that's what inner child does for me. A third person version of myself. I want to treat with compassion and love and kindness. Fantastic. Karen says yes. Good. Wonderful. Samantha, when you speak to yourself in third person, do you speak from your place now or your younger self? I can assume that speaking to your older self from a younger perspective could be quite powerful. Samantha, I do both. I do both. And we were on a few inspirations ago and we talked about the inner child, and sometimes we notice that we use our inner child of a way of speaking down to ourselves and a way of being condescending and a way of looking at ourselves as unwhole, and that's not the intention with the inner child work. The intention with the inner child work is to go back. If you were on when we were talking about Sporty Jen and the cookie cutter and her seeing herself in that moment that her dad was being a bit condescending to her and not allowing her to be true to who she is and sort of being controlling, and going back, understanding your conditioning, and then flying through your timeline and seeing your inner person and giving healing to all of those moments that you use your cookie cutter. That's a fantastic way to do it. When I speak to myself, sometimes it's speaking to the Manal now that's in pain, understanding that it's conditioning and where does it come from, and sometimes it's going back in the timeline to gather the data, the information I need to know about my conditioning. So both ways. Samantha, does that give you the answer that you're looking for? So all of it's empowering. The biggest element that's important when you're speaking to yourself, whether it's your inner child or your whatever it is, it's from non-judgment. Non-judgment. Not I'm better, not my ego, not I forgive, not you were not good enough, not that you were broken, not that you were not whole. You are whole, you are full, you are capable, you're brilliant, you're worthy, you're free, you're loved. And let me understand the conditioning that may have shifted to make something yellow-orange. Am I using it now? Got it, got it, got it? Got it, Samantha, is that resonating? Whew. Okay, so now we're back at the young man and my evil Manal coming out. Valerie, be careful, she's turning. Sporty Jen, absolutely. It does open your eyes to both sides. But I think then you have to look at your intention. If it was deliberate to offend or just unintentional and simply misperceived, no expectation. Yes, but you also need to see the reoccurring, how do I land? If I go around and hurt a lot of people, then I might have to say, Manal, maybe your jokes aren't funny. Maybe your jokes aren't funny, but I'm not there yet. If anybody wants to tell me that I need to get there, I'm willing to listen and to hear. Please don't tell me I'm not funny. Never. Thank you, Sporty Jen. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, does anybody have any jokes? Is everybody feeling well? Samantha, did that answer your question? Again, the biggest thing about inner child healing, we are always whole. We are never, never broken. Never. We are whole, whole, whole. We are capable. We are full. And when we go to the inner child, it's not to make them whole again. It's to understand the conditioning and to remind your inner child that they are and always will be whole. Can you feel the distinction in that? Because I think it's really important. Joe, hello, hello, hello. Can you all feel the distinction in that? Okay, let me ask a question, because this is really important, because I've been making this observation more and more, and I still haven't been able to fully articulate it. When you speak to your inner child, who is your inner child and what does that mean to you? Can everybody share? What is your inner child and what does that mean to you? I see a heart, a few hearts to say that we're here, Manal. We hear you. We hear you. I want to speak about the inner child. I really think, Valerie, you spoke to your inner child. Let me ask questions then. Is your inner child whole? Is your inner child perfect? Is your inner child free? Is your inner child worthy? Is your inner child love? Is your inner child perfect? Is your inner child beautiful? Is your inner child capable? Is your inner child beautiful? Is your inner child aligned? Is your inner child flowing? Is your inner child amazing? Is your inner child complete? Is your inner child... Okay, Valerie, thank you. To me, it means the girl that wasn't seen. And giving her acknowledgement. She is absolutely beautiful, free, 100% unconditionally worthy, and she has never done anything wrong. She's everything I never acknowledged in myself, my truth. Valerie, fantastic. So you did help me with some of the subtlety that I was wanting to bring out, okay? And ride with me and let me know if anything does not land so we can make sure it lands. To me, it means the girl that wasn't seen. Did you see her? And do you see her? Do you see her? And do you see her? And for me, the answer is, if the answer is yes, that you do, worthy, wonderful, but not free. That helps huge to see. Fantastic. So the point that I want to get is when we see the inner child, I don't want to say that she's the girl that wasn't seen. You go back and you recognize that there was conditioning on her at that moment, and you reaffirm the truth that she is seen. Valerie, I never saw her, but I do now. So again, when we do the inner child work, the time is gone, the timeline. So when you see her now, I want you to see her and know at that point she was seen. There was a conditioning upon her, and we're going to learn from that conditioning by taking the cookie cutters and then let go of that conditioning and grow and expand into the truth of being seen. Karen, worthy, wonderful, but not free. Again, there was a conditioning, a false truth of not feeling free. So what we want to do is when we fly back and do that inner child, it's almost the same. The subtlety that I'm saying, and I want you guys to let me know that you're with me on this subtlety. You know how in English you say, I am angry, I am sad, but in a lot of other languages, a lot of the Latin languages, you say, I have sadness, or I feel the sadness. They have a distinction between I am happy and versus I feel happy, or I have happy. You know that distinction. And it's very important when we talk about feelings and emotions that you don't say that I am it, but you're aware of it, and that we need to decouple ourselves from saying I am sad or I am depressed. There's no identification of yourself with the emotion and the feeling. When we do our inner child work, the greatest opportunity is to recognize not I am not seen or I am not worthy, but a recognition of the having or that conditioning, and then a release of the conditioning to get that child back to fullness and wholeness. This is so important, and it's very subtle, so it's really important for me that you all let me know that you understand what I'm saying. Because sometimes I feel the inner child work is allowance to continue to see ourselves from not being whole. And it's really something that I'm just cautious of, and I just really want us to shift, because the inner child is whole, complete, and full. But the inner child work is the opportunity to see that first cut of that cookie cutter. So that story that Sporty Jen talked about with her laughing and then feeling uncomfortable with her dad, that was not her. It was a conditioning moment, but she was full in that moment. She was so full, and she was whole and complete. But there was a moment that allowed us to rewrite some of the beliefs in an incorrect way. And then we go back to that past and we rewrite the beliefs so it can carry to the now. Cam, that's the work. There may be resistance to wholeness, fear that need not going to be met. Yes, Cam, the fear is that we will never be. And then the fear goes back to Gary about a fear of death. So there is that time, and that we don't have enough time to be whole, and we're never going to be whole till we die. Internal family systems, yes. I mean, there is, I don't know when you're saying internal family systems, but there's a perpetuality to this, and there's a continuous growing and expansion and moving from family to family to family. It's amazing to me now that there's 4 generations. Yeah, I'm counting to make sure I was right. 4 generations of my family to watch conditioning and play, and to see what my grandniece has no control of, and my niece and me and my parents, and 5 generations. So I've been alive for 5 generations. Not at the same time, because none of my grandparents are alive, but I've seen 5 generations, and it's amazing, and it's exciting, and it allows me to depersonalize my personal experience in such an amazing way. Okay, so you guys are telling me I need to look at internal family systems because it's not something I'm aware of, but is it what I'm speaking to? And I think the biggest essence that I want to get across to us all is that, yes, there's no bad parts. There's nothing bad. And sometimes with inner child, we use it as an excuse to say, I am less than because I was less than. Ashley, all parts welcome. Beautiful. And Ashley, when you came and said good morning, did I say good morning back? Because I remember seeing it, but I don't remember saying it. But if I did, erase, and if I didn't, good morning to you. Good morning. It's when my brain and my mouth and all of the time is getting, I don't remember, you don't remember either. Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't remember, then it's perfect. Yes. So when we do our inner child work, when we're flying, when we're awareness, the biggest thing, if today's humor can help us to recognize none of it, we are always whole. And we're doing it from a place of awareness, non-judgment, and absolute wholeness. Absolute wholeness. Yes? Yes? Are you all with me? Okay, jokes. Today we had promised. I said, everybody bring your best jokes in. If everybody feels complete, let's laugh. Because we haven't laughed yet in the last hour and 21. I have not been on my game. We have not laughed once. We have not laughed. Karen, something just clicked. Oh my God, my mind was twisting around this, but I've done a lot of inner child work, and I only now do I feel that I was perfect. I'm astonished. Karen, fantastic. And I feel the goosebumps and I feel that energy. Yes. Inner child work is not an excuse to beat ourselves up and to beat our families up and to beat our parents up and to beat our grandparents up and to beat our conditioning. It is not an excuse. It does not give us the excuse to turn around and say everything was imperfect. It's a way to travel, to understand the conditioning from a place of compassion and awareness and beauty. It's a way of connecting with the past in a way that we can depersonalize it to understand our personal journey. It's a way of beauty and understanding and awareness and connection. It's aware of understanding the generational work. Karen, I'm totally crying. Thank you. Beautiful. And I can feel that. And Gary, Gary. Fantastic. It's a way, crying and laughing, Karen, fantastic. And I love when people say inner child, but there's a part of me that's sort of like, and I couldn't articulate it for so long, and I'm starting to be able to say it better and better, and I want to synthesize it. I want to synthesize it. It's not to fly back and say, oh, woe is me. It's to fly back and say, woe is me. Woe is me. And to understand your journey, to honor your journey, and to celebrate your journey, and to recognize your journey, and to depersonalize your journey, and to look at the beautiful synchronicities of your journey, and to look at the growth and expansion of your journey, and to look at the beauty and the celebration of your journey. It's to use it to understand life, and to understand not your purpose, because your purpose just by virtue of you being, but the intentions for your growth and your expansion. Where you're meant to learn. Am I meant to grow into understanding my full freedom, my full worth, my happiness, my love? 3, you guys know I break it down to 3, that we're here for worthiness, to find our unconditional worthiness. Unconditional worthiness, our unconditional freedom, and unconditional love, peace, happiness, joy. I don't like saying one word because we all have that distorted, so I'll say whatever resonates. I say it all, and you pick your resonation. I love love the most, but sometimes I love peace, and sometimes I love happiness, and sometimes I love joy. So maybe it's me that doesn't know which one I want the most, but it's also when I get feedback from all of you. Love all of you. Cam, love your energy, and Cam, I love your energy. You are fantastic. Is this your first time, Cam, or just your first time to speak up? It's so nice to have you. Okay, the hearts. Okay, fantastic. Okay, yes, okay, fantastic. Welcome, Cam. Welcome, enjoy the journey. And seeds, I love all those emojis. Okay, so how is everybody feeling? Can we love our inner child from a place of wholeness? Can everybody create the intention to see every moment of your life as whole, including now? And Valerie and Gary and everybody, when you say, and Karen, I judge and other people judge me, that's a element of not being whole, but it's a natural part of the whole human conditioning. So instead of saying I'm not whole, or I see myself as not whole, say, oh, I can see my journey is to recondition from not feeling whole. It's different. I see my journey as to a place of getting to wholeness, to unconditional freedom and worthiness and love. Oh my God, this is an amazing journey. How fascinating it is. My life experiences, and when I do my inner child work, or I like calling it NLP, like my timeline analysis, or my timeline journey, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter what you call it. So many different ways to say the same thing. When I see it, I see the beauty of my journey. Seeds, whole is what you make it. Yes, whole is what you make it. And do we choose wholeness? Who wants to choose wholeness with me? Who wants to choose fullness, completeness, alignment, flow, happy, worthy, freedom? Who wants to choose it? Let's create an intention. And the way we do it is through awareness, and it's non-judgmental awareness. So step 1 is awareness. Step 1 is awareness. Awareness of our bodies, our physical body, our mental body, our emotional body, our egoic body. We talked about our 4 bodies and how humor is an alignment for the 4, we are in alignment with 4 bodies. Awareness, non-judgmental awareness. The awareness allows us to understand what we do not want. So resistance points us at what we do not want. Ooh, I do not want to be disconnected. I don't want to be judged. I don't want. The do not is step 2. Let's yin and yang it. The opposite of I do not is what I want. So now let's talk about what we want. We want freedom. We want worthiness. We want love. We want happiness. We want connection. We want humor. We want laughter. We desire, whatever it is. So step 1, resistance points us to what we do not want. Step 2, acknowledgement, what we desire. And step 3, honor the journey. Honor your human experience, honor your path, honor your growth and expansion, Honor the cookies. Honor the deconstruction of the key lime pie. Honor the cookie cutter shapes. Having trouble saying it. Honor and appreciate and love. Compassion. Step 4, you can let go. That energy that you talked about in step 1 is shifted because you've done 2 and 3. You acknowledge what you desire and you've put compassion towards the journey so you can let it go. And if not, then go back to step 1, 2, and 3. Boom, 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 let go. Boom, 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 let go. Boom, 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 let go. And then step 5 is really surrender. Seeds, for me, wholeness is simply being comfortable with my genuine, raw, imperfect self. Beautiful seeds. And imperfect self is a way of saying perfect self because it's the journey. There's another meditation that's going to be coming out soon. I have one coming out every day during the holidays, hopefully, because we won't be doing the live stream. So I'm like, okay, every day I'll have an inspiration coming out. And one of them is a perfection in the journey. The perfection in the journey. So it's not about being perfect or imperfect as self, but the journey is perfect. No matter what is happening, it's a perfection in the journey. And seeds, you're perfect. And again, I'm a recovering perfectionist. You're perfect as you are. And if you want to call it perfect and perfect journey, doesn't really matter. The whole point is it's the wholeness in who you are. Cam, messy human being, or the human journey. It's the human journey. And I like to see, and that's sort of like what Seeds is saying, the imperfect self, the messy human being, or it's just humaning. It's just humaning. That's my verb, a Mattain verb. Humaning. We are humaning. You are humaning. Celebrating our human self, celebrating our human journey, celebrating the expression of who we are, our authentic self, which is what Seed's getting at. Every single one of us are so different. We're so different. We are so different. Our conditioning different. Even twins. Were in the womb, the same 9 months, they come out and their experiences are totally different. Totally different. So your conditioning is going to be different, and your expression of yourself is going to be different, and your truth is going to be different, and who you are is going to be different. Let's just celebrate it all. Cam, messy human being, Cam, messy humaning, Cam, or beautiful, unique, invigorating, amazing, authentic, original, adventurous, fun, playful. What is the life that you want? How do you want life to feel? Seeds, thank you for starting this, and Cam going with it. How do we want life to taste? Seeds, being perfectly imperfect. Perfectly. Life is just perfect. And I don't want to effort that. If there's resistance standing in the way of you feeling that, let's identify that resistance together and work it out. My point is not to tell you something and you don't feel it. My point is to figure out what's standing in your way of that truth, and then we remove it. And sometimes we use our inner child as the journey to understanding that resistance, but not from a place of lack of wholeness, but from a place of wholeness. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, the hearts are going and I'm feeling fantastic. Ashley, sweet with a little spice. Oh, yes, sweet with spice. Savory, sweet, salty, sour. Yesterday I had some ice cream, some gelato. It was delicious. But then right after I had it, my mouth was too sweet. So then I went and had some chips, some really salty chips, some really crunchy, salty chips. And then it was funny. I'm like, okay, now do I want to go back to the sweet again? Like go back and I'm like, no, I'm satisfied now. So, because usually I like to end with the sweet, but after that sweet was too much. And so we don't just want sweet. It's all of the flavors that enhance our life experience. And actually another meditation that's coming up is talking about using your 5 senses. And you know I love talking about the 5 senses. And the 5 senses are a gift for us to be present, to be whole, to be aligned, to stop, to feel, connect, to align. Susan, sorry I missed this. However, even the crumbs are filling enough. Oh, Susan, is the crumbs just the little last part of it? Is that what you're referring to? Okay, how is everybody feeling? Is anybody aware of any resistance? Does anybody want anything? I still haven't gotten any jokes from anybody except 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5. Tracy, yes, this will be posted on YouTube. I had to take a call and miss this. Tracy, yes, it will be. And I'll be uploading the audio. Do you guys like when I upload the live stream audios to InsightTimer? Because I've got the technical. I've been telling you guys so much. I've been working on some of the technical. But I got the technical resolved for uploading the audio. Do you like the audio without any video? Would you want to see this whole 133, 2 hour, whatever it might be, on InsightTimer as just the audio? Just the audio. This is the question. This is the question. This is the question. Tracy smiles, so I think is a yes. You would enjoy just listening to this audio. Tracy, I like to see the video. Okay. And the audio? No, I like the video. I like the video. And the audio? Does anybody like the audio? Would you anybody want just the both? Yes. Okay. Valerie, I listened to the Emotional Body Inspiration on IT. Okay, so you do like having the audio as well. Sporty Jen, everyone, do you know dogs can't do x-rays, but cats can? Okay, so I will do both because I've got 2 that say both. If anybody else want to say more, that is yes, that feels good. I see the hearts. Everyone, do you know dogs can't do x-rays, but cats can? Sporty Jen is laughing, and so is Cam. What am I missing? Do you know that dogs can't do x-rays? Oh my god, everybody thinks this is funny, but I don't get it. See, this is what I'm talking about with humor. And then you're like, oh my god, everybody is laughing. Somebody has to. Okay, do you know that dogs can't do x-rays? Okay, I don't get it. Karen, thank you so much for that. You do not know how much I appreciate you not getting it either. Oh my god. Sporty Jen, anybody who thinks this is funny, please help us that just are clearly not funny. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. Cat scan. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cheese. That's what I was trying to say earlier. The cheese stands alone. Okay, now I'm funny. Okay, any more? Today was about everybody bringing out their inner humor. Okay, Christine, what's the opposite of irony? What's the opposite? See, now you guys are going to see how witty I really am not. Wrinkly. Oh my god, I'm going to have to write these down for dinner and I'll tell you how they land. Susan and Valerie, oh my cow, great. Okay, any more, guys? We said that today would be about jokes. Today would be about jokes. Did you guys think the Goha joke was funny? Sporty Jen, oh my god, Sporty Jen, are your jokes or cats? Okay, why do cats like to read? Why do cats like to read? Okay, why do cats like to read? Why do cats like to read? Meow? Something to do with meow? Meow? Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. What? What do cats like to read? Not why. Oh my god, catalogs. Ha ha ha. This one would get a gong. At least the cat scans, half of us didn't get it, so there was a bit of like catalogs. Okay, funny. Okay, Christine, oh my goodness. Okay, what was the snowman doing in the vegetable patch? Oh my god. Okay, what was melting the snowman? Carrots, something to do with carrots. Okay, I don't know. What was the snowman doing? Picking his nose. I had the carrots, Christine. I had the carrots. Give me something for the carrots. Oh my god, so funny. So cheesy, or good Oh my God, these are so cheesy. Okay, keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming as we align our four bodies, except when we don't get the jokes and feel dumb. Oh my God. Why was the snowman doing the vegetable patch, picking his nose? So funny. Okay, guys, keep it going. So cheesy or good mousekeeping. Okay, love him, Sporty Jen. Okay, guys, any more? We need more. We said everybody come in with a joke. We should have said tuition for today is a joke. If you want to join today's inspiration, you need to put a joke in the window at some time. Oh, my face is hurting from smiling so much. Oh my goodness. I should have had some. What is black and white and red all over? Where is Gary when you need him? I know. Gary. What is black and white and red all over? Okay, Sporty Jen, the other day my cat was having trouble watching his DVD. Turned out he just had the movie on pause. Sporty Jen, I'm also laughing that all your jokes are cat jokes. Okay? I'm just also laughing that. Okay, what's black and white and red all over? He'll saw me drip some of my tea on my lap. Now that's laughing at Manal and targeting her simplicity. Newspaper. Thank you, Christine. A newspaper. And red all over, not red all over. Okay, guys, bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on. Laughter as a tool for healing. Laughter is so amazing. Laughter is so amazing. And we learned today it engages all four bodies, the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the egoic. And when they're aligned, it feels damn good. And when the joke lands and one of the bodies does not feel good, then it's not going to be funny, and we might still laugh because we feel like we need to laugh, but it might be the opportunity to create a boundary. And if you need to create boundaries on yourself or others, then that's fantastic. And we learned. Sporty Jen, I'm slowly turning into a cat. Don't ask meow. Oh my God, these just are really so funny. Sporty Jen, I don't think I can take it. I can't take it anymore. Susan is agreeing. Okay, Christine, why did the witches wear name tags at their convention? Why did the brooms? Their hat black. Yeah, Valerie, Sporty Jen, you're so prepared. I love it. I didn't even write one joke and I told you all to bring jacks. Why did the witches wear name tags at their convention? I have brooms that come to mind and hats, the witch hats in black. I don't know. Brooms. Why did the brooms? So they know which witch was which? Oh my God, so good. I like it. Oh. Good, I like it. Okay, more. We need more. Yay, Christine. That was a good one. Oh my God. Just so you know, Christine, you two Christines had me confused for a bit because I didn't know if one Christine changed herself to the other Christine, because you guys can change your profile pics, but then I quickly discovered that you weren't sometimes. So I just want you to know that the two of you, I'm like, is that Christine? Is that Christine or another Christine? Oh my God, so hysterical, Christine. Sport Jen. Chloe, hey, I'm new here. Chloe, to be part of the group, you have to tell a joke. I'm just joking. You know I'm joking. Hello, Chloe. Where are you from? And I hope you think we're sort of funny, because we think we're funny. When did you come in, Chloe? South Wales I'm from. Fantastic. When did you come in from? Did you get anything other than these cheesy jokes? Oh my goodness. Any other jokes, guys? I'm so confused what's going on. Chloe, today it's all about using laughter as a tool for healing. We've gone through and talked about the body and laughter and alignment and inner child, and now we're just telling jokes to just like end on a high, because I said today, because we're using laughter as a tool for healing. But we have fun and we do real work. Okay, she's got a joke. Chloe's got. Christine says, what do you call an angry monkey? Oh my God, now Christine is going for monkey jokes. Lana, what do kittens like to eat? Christine, oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'll deliver these better. Christine, what do you call an angry monkey? And she calls Furious George. Oh my God. And I think that's funny because I have a family that calls themselves the Curious Georges. Okay. Lana, what do kittens like to eat? So we haven't seen that. Chloe, okay, I've got a joke. How do you make a pool table laugh? Oh my God, Chloe. This is G-rated. This is G-rated. I can't even read Chloe's answer. Okay, oh my God, I'm gonna say it quick. Okay, how do you make a pool table laugh? Chloe, you tickle. It's. I can't even read it. Okay, I'm going back to Lana's cute little one. What do kittens like to eat? What do kittens like to eat? This was for you, Sporty Jim. Mice cream. Chloe, you don't have to go. You're so cute. That was beautiful. Oh my God, so perfect, so perfect. Don't go, don't go. Rachel, oh, oh my goodness. Okay, fantastic. Kirk at it, Cam says, Kirk at it. Oh gosh. Okay, so everybody's feeling fantastic. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about? Do you want me to tell you what's coming up? Does anybody have any topics that you want us to cover? Gary, you don't even know how many times we said your name. We were telling the jokes and we were waiting for you to deliver some. And we were waiting. Chloe said one joke that you can go read and I'm not going to repeat. Kit Kat. Wait, Cam, what's a Kit Kat? What are you, did I miss your joke, Cam? Let me see. No, Kit Kat. Why are you saying Kit Kat, Cam? Sporty Jen just said cat jokes. Just said cat jokes. Cam, what's Kit Kat? Sporty Jen, this is the best ever inspiration. Part 2, please. Really? Do you guys want to talk about laughter again? Do we want to do this one again in January? Oh my God, we'll do our own gong show. The Manal version of gong show. Every month we'll just do jokes. Chloe's terrible. I still, Cam, want to know what you're talking about with Kit Kat. Oh my God, this is the best. This is so funny. You guys are hilarious. So funny. Okay, so upcoming, we have 12:15, Thursday. Ran, I only joined. I was saying to my friend today, I want to try laugh therapy. Oh my God. Cam, a type of candy bar that kittens eat. Kit Kat. Okay. But your joke didn't come. Do you know that it didn't come yet? The answer came before your question. Maybe it didn't. Let me check again. I don't see you anywhere. Cam, it didn't register. So funny. It didn't come through till now. Oh, okay. Okay. So 12:15 on Thursday. Keep the jokes coming. I'm going to keep talking. Manifesting the life you desire. It's at 1 p.m. Okay, Lana, what did the baby corn ask Mama Corn? What did the baby corn ask Mama Corn? Okay, what did the baby corn ask Mama Corn? Yellow, something about what are their corns called again? What are their kernel? Something about kernel. Lana joke. Okay, I wanted a llama joke too for Lana too. What did the baby, something about kernels? kernels, yellow, corn, nubs. I don't know why I'm saying nubs. Okay, where's my popcorn? Rachel, Poppy, you got it, Rachel. You were closer. Oh my God. Okay. Sporty Jen, we need the delay. It's about timing. Okay, what is a cat's favorite car? Cadillac? And she included the perfect emojis as well. I like picking emojis that are color coded. Oh my goodness, perfect. Okay, Thursday at 1 o'clock, manifesting the life you desire. I love talking about one. Actually, I have a meditation and talk that I recorded about attaining the life you desire. I actually would like it a lot. There's a bit of like ands and buts and ifs and ands. I'm like, Manal, you're contradicting yourself too much, but I think the point is really good. Okay, 12/19, which is next Monday. Not enough time. Mary Alice asked for that, but I haven't seen her. I think I called it in the day. Mary Alice requested this one, and I haven't seen if she's happy with it and if she can come or not, but not enough time in the day. And it's about not being present, and I'm excited about that. And then I'm off till January. I haven't decided if I'll come on, but so far I haven't scheduled anything because I'll be going out of town. And I'm not sure about the Wi-Fi and the connection. Well, I'm not sure there's Wi-Fi, but anyway, my ability to do it. Any topics that anybody wants, any topics. Sporty Jen says that we're going to do this one again. We're going to call it the Gong Show. The Gong Show. The Manal, Live with Manal, a Gong Show Live with Manal or something. Okay, talk to me. How's everybody feeling? Did this amplify? I always ask, did you feel higher vibration leaving than you started? My intention is for us always to go thump up. Not necessarily the highest you've ever been, because that's a really high order on all of us, but to come in and to release and to go up. And not artificially. And what does artificially mean? Artificially means by us just like saying things, but without really releasing. Like Karen's like today, she just had that releasing of this, holding on to this resistance of inner child and recognizing, wow, I can shift. Like I want every day, all of us to have a big shift towards our highest vibration by having a higher understanding of ourselves and our life journey. That's my intention for every inspiration. So I used to say, oh, I want us to come in higher than, no, actually I am really looking for that shift. And that shift happens here and here and here and here. I'm pointing all four of the bodies. It could happen egoically, mentally, emotionally, or physically, but I want that shift so we can move to a higher vibration. That's my intention for everything. So Rachel, something about after the holidays, a release. Rachel, yes, tell me specifically what you're looking for. Like post-holiday blues or something? Talk to me. I'm going to write it down. Not being overwhelmed by the new year and new expectations. Rachel, fantastic. Love that. Love it. It's like all this hope for 2023 because 2022 sucked and 2021 sucked and 2020 and blah, blah, blah. And you know what it is? I will do it, but we'll get to the nuts and bolts. It's about putting all this hope for the new year and not being present and not being satisfied with the now. And this manifestation, whenever I talk about manifestation, I'm always like, make your dreams big, but don't wait for them to unfold to be happy. It's about being present now. Okay, so we'll do that. I really like that. Gary, I was good until it turned into a pool table. Chloe, so cute. Lana, what's a monster's favorite game? Boo. Monster. Scare, fear. Give it to us. What's a monster's favorite game? Swallow the leader. It's so cheesy. They're just perfect kindergarten, except for Chloe's jokes. I love it, Lana. I love it. Oh my goodness. Anything else, guys, anything else we want for the new year, anything that you like, or you feeling, did you shift? Are you inviting a shift? Would you like a shift? Are you feeling resistance? Are you feeling good? Are you happy? Are you following the leader, and the leader is your inner self and your inner being and your inner power and your inner knowing and your authenticity and the truth of who you are and alignment? Are you honoring your life journey and honoring your present moment and honoring your past and honoring your future and recognizing everything has its purpose and everything is beautiful and life is amazing and you're amazing and we're amazing and together we can have fun all the time? Valerie said one on anger. Did you get that? No, I did not. I'd like one on anger now, maybe. She said, yeah, no, we'll do that. Valerie, we haven't done anger in a long time. We have not done anger in a long time. Yes, what do you want specifically on anger, Valerie? And thank you, Rachel, for pointing that out. And if ever I miss comments, because sometimes I do, please tell me. Sporty Jen, I've decided that my intention for 2023 is definitely to laugh more, especially after today. My cheeks are sore with so much laughter. Sporty Jen, mine is hurting too, and that's actually fantastic. Rachel, I've been resisting publishing my books for years, welcoming a shift. Rachel, fantastic. Let me ask you, Rachel, what is the resistance? What is the resistance? Gary, Manal, I'm not crabby anymore. Fantastic. Which joke shifted you, Gary? And were you there when Karen cried because I did a this to you? This. I don't know, everybody that's new, there's always tears during my inspirations, a release, and now we're like making sure that we're tracking it and making sure that we have it. Fear of failure. Perfect, Rachel. Then we'll do a fear of failure in the new year. Failure. Fear of failure. Sometimes I get tongue twisted. Fear of failure. Fantastic. I've got a lot to do with fear of failure, and I think I have one on my, I think I have a meditation, but yeah, and overwhelmed by life. Rachel, then let's talk about that. So then for the new year, or for now, let's just talk about fear. So fear. What am I talking about? So fear. Well, let's talk about Rachel, and Rachel, what am I saying? Let's focus on your fear and release it so you can be inspired to do what you desire. I shy away from all the steps. What do you mean by I shy away from all the steps, Rachel? Valerie, yes, I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure what specifically. I just still struggle with acknowledging anger. It's always sadness. Okay, anger and sadness. They're something about anger and sadness I think would be great, Valerie, because they hide each other sometimes. I don't know what I'll call it, but I know what you want now. Coping mechanisms for each. Oh my God, anger and sadness as coping mechanisms. Valerie, how is that? Sporty Jen, I cried today, Manal, tears of laughter. Me too, Sporty Jen. I can't, and I was moved at one point, close to tears. Rachel, I shy away from all the steps. I think it's more being overwhelmed by self-publishing or all the things you do to publish. Okay, fantastic. Rachel, we're going to do overwhelmed by life. Rachel, the trick is not, you're looking into the future of all the things you have to do and you're not being present. Just be present. Write a list if you need to do of all the things you need to do. So then you could just blew it out. If that's easy, if that's being, and I'm giving you a solution. I don't want to give you the solution, but I'm speaking to it now, but we'll talk about the emotions because you really have to get rid of the resistance. But blah somewhere, everything you have to do. Just blah. And call it release. Call it releasing my overwhelmment. And blah. If anything, me throwing up 3 times online is like comedy enough. So pull it, because I always call it like emotionally vomiting or letting do. Okay, so vomit, emotionally vomit all of the things that you're feeling, all of the things you got to do. Boom, 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 boom. And do it in a way that you're not writing. It's Raquel. Is it Raquel? Is it Raquel? It's Rach. No. It's not Rachel. It's Rachel. What am I saying? Rachel? Rachel? Is it? Oh my God, now I'm, oh, you're saying hi to Rachel. I was saying hi to the other one. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You messed me up because I really like to make sure I say everybody's name right. Okay, sorry. So vomit all of the emotion you're feeling and vomit until we do these inspirations. And then vomit all the things that you have to do. And then you want to just be in alignment with trusting your present moment, doing what needs to be done and what you're inspired to do. But you need to clean up. When I say need, you guys don't take that word too personally. Rachel, she was talking to that Rachel. You guys messed me up for a second. But you want to be in flow. By being in flow, you let go of resistance. By letting go of resistance, probably the judgment that you're that you're holding on to. But to help you speed that up, just put it all out there, if you can, what you need to do, and then trust your inspiration. And just say, I've waited so long to do it, I'm going to wait and trust my inspiration. I'm going to wait and trust my inspiration. How does that feel, Rachel, Raquel, Rachel, when all the things that I tried to do to deform your name? Sporty Jen, Manal, I'm aware that I enjoyed myself so much too. But mentioning an anger and sadness inspiration is causing resistance again. Interesting. Yeah. And Sporty Jen, that's where I want you to get to, is like, oh, interesting. Sadness and anger. Do we have to talk about that? I prefer the laughter. And I also resist writing things down. Lana, fantastic. And when you are inspired, go for it. When you're inspired, go for it. When you're inspired, go for it. Gary, Chloe, I'm going to laugh at, yeah, I'm going to laugh at that one all day too. And the fact that I couldn't say it online, I'm like, this is clean. It's the resistance we got to clean up, and we'll just keep cleaning it up together until the point where you're just flowing in your inspiration, in your truth, in your life, and your desires, and you trust yourself and you flow yourself. It's the judgment. It's the judgment. That's the first resistance we want to let go of. The judgment of not being good enough, that I'm not doing, that I don't like, that I resist. That resistance will all nip it up, nip it in the butt. Good. Oof, fantastic. Okay, everybody. I am feeling complete. I actually feel more drained than I have than any other meditation, I think. I feel my whole face just hurts from laughing. And I just feel like I just almost ran a marathon physically. Like I feel more physical than I usually do. Christine Manal, thanks so much for the belly laughs. Thank you, Christine, and your monkey joke. What was your monkey joke again? What was yours? Sporty Jen, I feel lighter. Fantastic. That's what I want. I want shift, and I want feel lightness. I want happiness, and I want connection. Lana, I resist painting even though it will make me happy. It's a matter of moving past perfectionism. Fantastic. And maybe worthiness, Lana, that you're worthy to be happy. You deserve to be happy. There's a lot of worthiness in that. So that perfectionism is a worthiness thing. So we'll get at your worthiness. Not me too, Lana. Oh my God, look at Rachel and Lana. Jen, do I dare say, I think Chloe had the best joke. Jen, oh my God, so funny. She's like, hi, I'm new. Okay, I have a joke. It's almost like she was like paid to come in there and spring it. Valerie, Lana, I feel that absolutely. Oh my God, you guys, moving past perfectionism. Perfect title. Okay, Blues Clues, the handy dandy notebook, moving past perfectionism. Rachel, I think about it, but I don't do it. Taking a class helps. Fantastic. Swallow the leader. Yes, swallow the leader. Monsters. Oh my goodness, that one was funny too. And Sporty Jen only having cat jokes was really cracking me up too. So not the jokes, but the number of cat jokes that she had all prepared. I think you're right about worthiness. I have not thought about it that way. Lana, it always comes down to the three, and we have ways of getting there, but it's always one of the three. Worthiness, freedom, and love, happiness, joy, peace. It's always one of the three. It's the three. And so it's like, yeah, you're worthy. You're worthy of being happy. You're worthy of being free. You're worthy of expressing yourself. You're worthy to do. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Rachel, my friend, gave me this joke, but I wasn't sure if it was funny. Okay, we'll tell you. Ashley, I can't remember the other jokes at Jen, but I can remember Chloe's for some reason. Yeah, for some reason, we can remember Chloe's. I wonder if she's still here. Chloe left a mark today. I guess I should have read it out loud for the audio recording, but I guess it would... Okay, if you're still here, what was it? How do you make a pool table laugh? I can't do it. You tickle its its balls. I said it. Rachel, we're waiting for your joke. Oh my God, so funny. Okay, at a party, a young wife admonished her husband. That's the 4th time you've gone back for ice cream and cake. Doesn't it embarrass you? Why should it? Answered her spouse. I keep telling them it's for you. Okay, I'll keep going on. Oh my God, that's really good. Oh, you said it again. At a party, a young wife admonished her husband. That's the 4th time you've gone back for ice cream and cake. Doesn't it embarrass you? Why should it? Answered her spouse. I keep telling you it's for you. Perfect, so perfect. Oh my God. Susan, oh, too late, Manal, so ballsy. Exactly, I wait, and I'm like, okay, if you're still here on this audio, you deserve to hear that joke. You did it. Alana, allowing myself to be happy and taking a break from focusing on things that are not working, stress in life. Yes, Lana, it's a worthiness thing. It's a worthiness thing. You are worthy. And anytime you resist doing what you love, ask yourself why. And we are conditioned to suffer and struggle, and we're conditioned to think that we're bad, and we're conditioned to feel that we're not meant to be happy. We're conditioned not to be worthy, and that's what I'm all about, reshaping our conditioning from a place of fun, from fun and play. My girlfriend's like, Manal, maybe you shouldn't use the word play. I'm like, Lisa, I'm going to keep saying play. Everybody knows what we mean. That it's like, instead of work, we're so used to saying work, work, work. Lana, it's not easy to allow happiness and play until it is. Lana, until it is. Do you see how we all laughed today? And we all said we want to laugh more. It is not until it is. It's not easy to tie a shoelace until it is. It's not easy to ride a bike until it is. It's not easy to rollerblade till it is. It's not easy to write until it is. It's not easy to read until it is. We are going to get together until it is. Until it is. You guys like that? Who's ready to be is? Who is ready to get to is? Sorry, Jen, want to hear a joke about cats? Just kidding. So bad. So bad, so bad, so bad. Okay, so is everybody ready for is? Who wants to take a pledge of Mattain that we are worthy to be happy? We are worthy. I feel like I have internalized monetizing hobbies, proving something to other people. Worthiness, Lana, You're shifting the inspiration at the end to a different topic. It's all about worthiness. Who wants to create the intention that we are worthy, that we will be laughter, we will laugh, we will love, we will have fun, that life is meant to be fun? Who wants to celebrate life with me? Who wants to celebrate life with me? Who wants to? Rachel, love that intention. Rachel, every time I see you, I'm going to say Raquel, Rachel, Rachel. I'm like, I've been saying her name wrong for so long. Oh no, is it? Oh goodness. Rachel, yes, let's create the intention. Life is meant to be fun. Who wants to have fun? There is Rochelle. Yes, but her I is I. That's Rochelle, not right? That would be Rochelle. Oh my goodness. Sporty Jen, I totally misread that, Gary. You were telling me a joke. He was telling me a joke. Rachel, my family actually pronounces my name Raquel. Okay, Rachel, Raquel, do I have Raquel? Is it Raquel? If you didn't put the H, it wouldn't have slowed me down. Raquel or Raquel? Karen, I pledge my intention to joy. Fantastic. Rachel? Stop. I'm going to stop. Okay, so who's going to take the pledge? for happiness, for joy, to celebrate life, to let go of the resistance that we have naturally taken on from the natural joyride of life and just recondition to a place of happiness and freedom and love and joy and worthiness. Oh, I swear to you, I want more fun, definitely. When I hear Rachel, I think of Rachel, the misprint in Friends. Oh my God, in Friends episode. Gary, I do fantastic. Raquel, rhymes with shell. Raquel, not Rochelle. Rochelle? One is Rochelle, and two is Raquel. Oh, you're telling me Rochelle. So it's Rochelle. Rochelle. It is beautiful. Rochelle. Kim says yes. Fantastic. Let's do it. Rochelle. Wow, now you're really going to play mind games with me, Rochelle. Raquel, Rochelle, you pick. Yes, Rochelle. Fantastic. Rochelle. I got it. Rochelle. Oh my goodness, Rochelle. I'm trying to remember in my brain. I'll have to write it down. I'm going to write it down because I know how my brain works. When I write something down, my brain allows me to remember it longer. Oh, I'll just visualize another L and an E after your name. Like if it was spelled Rashell. If you had the L like in French, I would have said Rochelle. Okay, I got it now. I got it. Fantastic. Okay, everybody. Wonderful. Anything else? Any other requests, desires? I am feeling so complete. So complete. You are all beautiful. You are all amazing. You are all inspiring me to connect with my truth and alignment and beauty and humor and laughter. And I just really, truly appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all of you that brought your jokes today. Rochelle, you brought so much joy today, Manal. Thank you. You all did too, all of the jokes. I appreciate everybody. Let's just give her a nickname. Thank you, Gary. Exactly. You all, especially those that you did your homework and brought the jokes Rash. Rash. Rochelle, what do you say about that? That Gary, I don't know what we do with that Gary. Oh my goodness. Everybody that brought their humor and their game on, I appreciate it. And Rochelle, I feel the same way. Oh my God. I have a friend that's name is Rahab, and they call her sometimes Rehab. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, fantastic. Anything else? Because I am ready to say peace out, to drop the mic, to let these cheeks just relax, to pamper them, to give them some love. Give them some love. I think I laughed for 2 hours straight. 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 40 seconds, as it says right in front of me. Wonderful. Sporty Jen, my stomach now hurts too. Fantastic. Rochelle, beautiful with the hearts. Well, thank you, everybody. You are all absolutely amazing. I had so much fun. Let's keep playing. I'll see you all on Thursday, then again on Monday. Join Attaining Your Authentic Life for all those newbies. Join Attaining Your Authentic Life, where we keep the dialogue going 24/7. 24/7, mostly. Just keep it going and announce what's going on in the world. I love you all. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to think of something funny, like a joke. I should have had a wind down joke, but I didn't even do that. But maybe there is no joke. Maybe it's just truth. Oh my God, I can't even get sappy. I just have to end. Okay, you guys, you're all brilliant. I love the hearts. Thank you so much. My love. Always. Perfect ending. We just finished our live stream on laughter as a tool for healing. Oh my goodness, so much laughter, so much fun, and the understanding of how laughter can be used well to promote healing, and how also it could be a coping mechanism, and when we should put boundaries on laughter. It was fantastic. Well, I hope you join us, watch, follow me on YouTube, InsightTimer, Instagram. Go to my website, sign up for my cut. We just finished our inspiration, laughter as a tool for healing. So funny, so funny. We had so much fun, and we learned about the 4 bodies. We learned about when humor is good and when humor might be used as a coping mechanism, and we might need to actually put in boundaries. Explore the inspiration. It is available now. It is available now. Follow me on InsightTimer, on YouTube, on Instagram. Go to my website, sign up for my newsletters, www.Mattain.me. Looking forward to growing and expanding with you. My love, always. Don't forget to go to my website, sign up for my newsletters, and follow me. Instagram, Facebook, InsightTimer, and YouTube. Thank you. Let's go.